Today's video is going to be about jobs for international students in the UK. More specifically, I'm going to tell you which Tier 2 sponsored jobs international students can get no matter which degree they have studied in the UK. Hi guys, I'm Valeria from MindTheGrad.com and welcome to my YouTube channel. Here I share advice and tips for international students studying in the UK. Mainly I share career advice because I'm a career coach for international students, helping them secure their first jobs in the UK after graduation. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and find me on Instagram so you can never miss a new video that I post every week. And watch till the end of my video because I'm going to tell you how to download the list of 50 Tier 2 visa sponsors in the UK. This list I prepared myself, specifically designed for international students studying in the UK. Okay, so back to the topic of jobs for international students. Many of my clients ask me, Valeria, I have studied MBA course or business management course and I don't know what kind of job I can get that will provide me with a great career opportunities and visa sponsorship. So let me give you some examples for career paths you could take no matter what background you come from in terms of qualifications and no matter how much experience you have in any of professional fields. The first type of job you can do is consulting. Consulting is providing advice, analysis and research for businesses. It is quite a prestigious profession with good salary expectations and levels, but at the same time can be quite competitive. If you're working as a consultant, you could be providing advice to businesses on things like human resources, cost-cutting strategies, or even technology solutions. It's a great career for someone who has great communication skills, ability to solve issues, and approach problems critically. This is because your main task will be solving a problem for a business and providing them the best solution. Second type of career you can pursue is banking, and banking is quite a broad term for many types of careers. But you could be working in departments like asset management, commercial banking, private banking, front office roles in investment banking, and so on. Banking involves a lot of hard work and long hours. That's not always, but quite often expected. But don't let that scare you. If you're the right person, you might really enjoy it because it's quite well paid and can secure a great career in the UK. When you're applying for banking roles, you usually don't have to have a specific academic background, but be prepared that it will be very competitive and the application process will be quite strong to make sure they filter all unwanted candidates. Some of the examples of roles in banking could be private banking, for example, managing money of wealthy individuals, sports people or celebrities. And the second type of career you can have is, for example, working in investment bank in merger and acquisition department. Then you will be helping different businesses with their deals when they're trying to acquire another business or when they're trying to merge their business with another firm. Third type of job you can do is human resources. Human resources roles are available in all type of companies, in consulting companies, in oil sector, in banking. Basically, all big companies need human resources partners. Human resources is not just hiring and firing people as many of you might think. It is not just recruitment of candidates or graduate recruitment strategy. It's also a lot of things like advising senior partners on human resources strategy. There could be different roles within HR that focus on employee relations within the firm, or another example is managing and designing benefits for employees working in the firm. Human resources roles quite often don't require specific training in advance, and quite a few firms will pay for your CIPD qualification while you are working for them. Fourth type of career you can pursue is finance, and finance has quite a lot to do with bookkeeping, reporting, financial analysis. So a finance specialist will make sure they're reviewing all the financial data of the company, looking for any trends or discrepancies or information to make sure they can advise the business on their decisions. Finance department will be consulting business on funds available, what kind of decisions they should make, how budgets should be distributed, and so on. Your role could be quite analytical and data-driven, but at the same time could be quite creative because you'll be looking for possible solutions and cost-cutting opportunities. The fifth type of career you can do is operations. Operations roles are usually to do with back office processes of the company. For example, let me explain what operations means in banking. In banking, operations specialists will make sure that all the transactions and deals of the bank are taking place in an effective and timely manner. So they'll make sure everything is processed and without risk, according to the law, and with all the controls in place. These roles are usually very process-driven and quite often require project management skills as well. Because you're managing day-to-day activities of the business, there are a lot of accuracy required as well as attention to detail. For operations, there is lots of communication between departments because on one hand they're supported by technology and on the other hand they are supporting the business, so they need to make sure they're meeting the needs and speed of front office bankers. So moving on to the next type of career you can pursue, and it is technology. Getting a job in technology does not always require you to have a degree in computer science or data science. Quite often you can learn everything on the job. So because working in technology does not always mean being a programmer or coding. Quite often it involves providing business with IT solutions, technology solutions, looking for trends, creating a strategy for technology development, designing the programs, designing the technology solutions, and so on. Quite often technology roles also include data analytics, so even though you don't require specific education to apply for these roles, quite often you require specific skills and you'll be tested for your ability to manage great amount of data. But don't be afraid to explore possible careers and jobs in technology if you haven't studied computer science. I'm sure you can find a role suited to your needs if you have a strong interest in this field. Next type of job for international students in the UK is audit. So what does it mean to work in audit? Quite often it means working for one type of audit company that is hired by another company to check their financial data. Sometimes you can also work as an auditor internally within the firm. But there are more roles available in firms that are usually hired to do auditing by other businesses. So you quite often will be expected to travel to the client, interview people that are close to financial data or financial directors, and then analyze the data, financial information provided to you, perhaps investigate more, look for any issues or discrepancies, and then produce a final report with your statement and opinion. The report will involve a lot of financial reporting tools and other tables, and you will be required to produce quite accurate work. Quite often when you're hired by a company to be a junior auditor, you'll be studying for your qualification while working, and qualification will be paid by the company. Moving into the next type of career you can pursue, which is tax. When you're working in tax, you'll be helping your clients with all the tax issues and making sure the clients are following the tax law. There are different areas of tax. You could be either working for a big company, managing their taxes, corporate accounts, or you could be working for a smaller business which might follow different tax laws, or you could even be managing tax for a very wealthy individual. In any case, quite often you'll be studying for professional qualification while working as a trainee in a tax department. Next type of career you can pursue is a career in risk. Again, in risk, quite often you're not required to study any particular degree in advance of application to this job, but what risk roles will involve? It's quite a broad term for many types of careers, but mainly what you'll be managing risk. You'll be calculating risks, predicting risk, and making sure you're creating strategies to avoid these risks. What kind of risks I'm talking about? It could be operational risk of a company, it could be compliance risk, so risk that a company does not follow a law or regulation in the sector, or it could even be reputational risk, a risk that a company or a small firm or even a person does not produce a certain reputation level that is required for their success. And of course, financial risks are quite big for all types of businesses, so working in risk could involve calculating and managing these types of losses. And the final type of career I can suggest for you is working in the actuarial sector. Actuaries are quite similar roles to risk. While people in risk create strategies and procedures to prevent the risk, actuaries actually calculate the possibility of risk, calculate the possible repercussions of an event happening. They're quite often associated with insurance companies because these type of professionals calculate the probability of a certain event happening, and therefore they calculate an appropriate premium on insurance. If you want to work in this type of career, you don't have to work for insurance companies. Quite a lot of businesses require these types of professionals. Working in this sector could mean working with computer statistics or financial models, a lot of data analysis and calculations. I hope this video gave you a brief introduction about what type of career you can have as an international student in the UK. But don't forget, I'm just giving you a very small summary of what these types of careers actually involve. But if you want to find out more about any type of career, do make sure you research for yourself on internet or talk to people in these fields. And now, as promised, I'm giving you a list of 50 Tier 2 sponsors for international students in the UK. So you can download this list for free from my website, just follow the link below, and I hope it will be useful for you when you're looking to which companies to apply for. Drop me a message through my website or Instagram or in the comments if you wish to work with me or if you have any questions about career opportunities for international students. Don't forget to visit my website, subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video. I appreciate all the support you're giving me. And I'll see you next week in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye!